Welcome to the Cine Gripe Triple S review of Deadpool. As always, we'll give a brief spoiler-free opinion on whether the film is worth screening in theaters, waiting to stream, or skipping altogether. Directed by Tim Miller and written by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, Deadpool tells the story of an ex-Special Forces soldier who develops superpowers and unheroically uses them to track down the man responsible for making him a mutant. Yes, this is yet another comic book origin story. It's also rated R. Parents, be forewarned, your child will see and or hear nudity, sex, foul language, and excessive violence, all of which can be previewed in the film's red band trailer. Now, before we get into this review, we need to commend Ryan Reynolds, who completely embodies the character of Deadpool. His mixture of charisma and sarcasm keeps the ball rolling even when the jokes fall flat. Without his energized performance, Deadpool would be unwatchable. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for the other characters, who are criminally underwritten. It would have been nice to have a more fully realized support to accompany the fully realized lead. Likewise, our first gripe with Deadpool is its absolutely terrible, lifeless villains. Luckily, the film never strays too far from its crimson poster child, whose quirky antics, self-aware commentary, and constant fourth-wall breaking deliveries somewhat comically keep the film in check. We say somewhat because Deadpool is nowhere near as funny as it could have been. Ironically, the movie is at its strongest when it goes for subtle, absurd situational humor over its more juvenile brand of comedy, which wears thin pretty quick. The movie actually felt stronger when Wade Wilson wasn't Deadpool. These were some of the best scenes in the film where Reynolds' charisma and true comedic talent shine through the most. This brings us to the writing. As we mentioned before, Deadpool follows a pretty typical origin story format with some red herring narration from the title character himself, but despite the press clippings, the film subverts superhero cliches in name only. It's more of a wacky mask on the same old superhero film rather than a brand new costume. Likewise, the plot itself is predictable and really just there as a canvas to layer on the jokes. Another issue we have with Deadpool is how bland the universe looks. The overall production design lacks imaginative inspiration. Any attempt to elevate the atmosphere is completely stifled by subpar computer-generated environments. The action sequences also left a lot to be desired. There was nothing new or interesting worth mention, and perhaps that's the film's biggest flaw. It's easily forgettable. Now, if you're a fan of Deadpool or a comic book fan in general, you'll probably hate this review and enjoy this film on a superficial level. However, if you're looking for something that's well scripted with a strong plot, awesome action sequences, and state-of-the-art special effects, you can do much better. The verdict for this Triple S review of Deadpool is wait to stream it. Now hear us out, it's not an awful film. Ryan Reynolds is great, and on a very shallow cinematic level, there's some mild entertainment to be had, but Deadpool has little to no replay value, and it follows the same cookie-cutter format it set out to subvert. Thanks for watching this Triple S review of Deadpool. If you enjoyed this review and or found it helpful, do us a favor, thumb it up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time here on Cine Gripe.